thoughts, views, and opinions you hear on this show are just that: my thoughts, my views, my opinions. So if you don't like them, disagree with them, or whatever the case may be, well, there's a simple solution to all that, and that's just stop listening. But if you care to partake in the conversation, sit back, turn it up, and enjoy the show. Yeah, that. Welcome back to another episode of the YeahDat podcast, hosted by yours truly, West Coast Rob. I told you we have guests and we have co-hosts when it comes to the show, and I finally got one of my top co-hosts that I've been wanting on this mug, my little bro. You know what I'm saying? The one who doesn't know how to answer phone calls or return texts and stuff like that. But we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll address it. You know what I'm saying? I got my little homie, my little bro, Big Eli, on the show today.
What's up, man? Man, we here, man. I've been excited, man. I've been waiting to get on here. I've been texting and calling him. He does not answer the phone.
Yeah, right.
He's Hollywood. I'm telling y'all. He's Hollywood. Right. You gotta watch him. Watch him.
Right. What's up, though, Doc? How you been, fool? It's been a minute.
But man, we just moved. So it's been real busy and stuff. But other than that, man, we doing good on this end. How you been on your end? How the kids doing?
Fool, good, bro. Fucking getting close to the end of the school year. So, you know, the college thing is getting real, is knocking on the door. And my oldest, she's I guess she's kind of picked the school, and it's not like one of the typical ones that people assume she would go to, but
yeah,
this is where she wants to go. You know what I'm saying? It's her life. So
yeah,
I'm just here to support.
Are you sad?
You know
any tears yet?
Nah, not yet. But it's crazy because I've been seeing like commercials of like dads dropping off their daughters and stuff into college and they boohoo crying. I was like, oh, they're gonna be me.
Boohoo crying? You gonna be boohoo crying?
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna be boohoo crying, but I might be boo crying. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Now you know for crying. You know for crying now.
What?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh my gosh! All right. As you can see, for those of you watching and those of you listening, this is the type of time we on with the little bro. Though, how's little mama?
Doing good, man. Getting big and getting on my nerves. Lord,
yeah,
I'm telling you, these she in the terrible twos, and they terrible. Yeah. I thought it was like you whoop your kids, ain't no terrible twos. Nah, it's terrible twos.
It's a real thing.
Like it don't matter. So,
yes, sir.
It's just a learning experience, man. I'm getting to that point where I'm understanding that everything she does that she gets in trouble for is her trying to mimic what we do. She just can't do it in the way that we do it. So I'm learning to not react so quick, but slow down and see what she's doing.
Yeah.
It always ties back to me or to Leah. So I'm just trying to learn how to be patient. You know, military, you ain't patient in the military. So
yeah,
it's kind of hard.
That's what's up, though, man. I'm proud of you, dog.
Yeah,
because people don't understand, like, kids are sponges, bro. Like, and when people say that, and you hear the saying all the time, but like, legitimately, they are sponges. They mimic what they hear. They mimic what they see and all that stuff. So you got to set that example. You can't, if you don't want them doing something, you can't say it. You can't act it towards them because they're gonna do the same thing.
Facts.
Big facts, man. Before we dive deep into this episode, recap of the last episode, episode 71. You know, the homie was out to sea. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have a new episode. So we played one of the YDP classics, and where I had the American Cornhole League on. So if you haven't tuned in, if you haven't seen that, get on YouTube, watch it, listen. You know what I'm saying? American Cornhole League, bro.
Cornhole.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you never heard of that?
Yeah. Hey, man.
Hey.
We here.
So, no, you good.
I'm going to tune in. Oh, I got to go watch.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to who's listening. You know what I'm saying?
I know you're talking to who's listening. I just put it in, though. Now I got to go watch it.
So the American, cornhole is, obviously.
Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You said a league, though. Like, y'all like to travel to do this.
No, professional. Like a league, bro. Dead ass. Yes.
Y'all get paid for this, brother?
No. Not me.
Oh, okay.
Not me.
Okay.
So here's a quick backstory. So when I lived in Texas, it was like COVID time. And I'm flipping through the channels and stuff. We at the crib. And I seen cornhole on ESPN.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, why is cornhole on ESPN? So, I'm tuning in. And it's like legit, fool. These fools got jerseys on, sponsors, commentators, everything. There's a crowd. And I'm just like,
so this is real?
No, real, dog. Like,
I've
it's
never
legitimately.
Heard of this.
Yeah. It's called the ACL, the American Cornhole League. So then I was just like, yo, it was on ESPN two, not even like the ESPN
Hmm.
Ocho, like where they show all that crazy shit. It was on ESPN two. So I was like, yo, and it was always on. So I reached out, and the chief marketing officer, he replied back to me. He's like, hell yeah, I'll get on the podcast. So then he got on the podcast and we chopped it up about cornhole and the league and becoming pro and all kinds of stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they're
whoa.
like working towards having it to making it an Olympic sport and expanding worldwide, all kinds of stuff. So check out the
So that's
episode,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
I put that in the same category as the whole breakdancing thing they trying to put in the Olympics now.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah.
the same category. That's what I would look at. Like they on the same level. Nobody
Which
really gonna
they
be tuned in.
fool, they fumbled that breakdancing shit though, dog. They
Bro,
fumbled that.
did you see that? Did
Fool,
you see
yes.
that, bro?
Yeah, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm an elder statesman. I mean, so I grew up
Yeah.
breakdancing. So of course I watched it, and when an old girl from Australia got the gold, I was like, "What, bro? She's
Yeah,
doing moves my little girls are doing." I mean,
bro. That was horrible, bro. I don't know what. I felt like they was trying to mock us. I think that's what it was. Like I felt like it was intended to. I don't know, bro. I don't know how to explain. I feel like they were trying to mock us as people, though. Like they was
yeah.
trying to mock the black community, bro. Because there is no way. Who in their mind said, "Let's make this an Olympics thing"? Breakdancing. Who would who would think like that? Like they
Fool,
try to
but
be
if you
funny.
so there's a thing called so Red Bull. Red Bull has like a bunch of sports,
Mm.
crazy like different sports, and they have this thing called the Red Bull BC1, and it's an annual thing where they have like it's breakdancing world championships, and it takes place in a different spot around the world every year. And if you watch it, like you can go on YouTube and type it in, and you'll see like these motherfuckers are like legitimate world champion breakdancers.
Wow.
Yes, and it happens every year, full
But why?
big
Why
ass
is it that?
crowds.
But why is it that you know about all the weird stuff? You know too much information about
See, look,
the
look.
cornhole, not the breakdance. You
Hey,
know
and
too
that's the
much.
point of the podcast, baby. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Helping to expand and bring stuff to the mainstream. A lot of stuff that's
That's
not
facts.
mainstream. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Just like fool, there's a professional dodgeball league, bro. You know what I'm
Now
saying?
that I knew, I knew that, I knew that
How
they
you
need
know
to put
that, but
that in
you
the
ain't
Olympics.
know?
Well, because they called me to be, they wanted to put in the Olympics, so they called me to like run it. So I
Okay.
was like, I work at Pizza Hut on the side.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop my Pizza Hut job. You know what I'm saying? To go play dodgeball for the Olympics. Nobody out pieces the Hut, by the way. Then I see y'all at Domino's. Nobody out pieces the Hut. So I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing. You know.
Hey, quick backstory. My little bro is in the Navy, bro. So he's a
Okay.
military member.
Don't listen to him.
He's a military member. He does it. He has his side hustles. You know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur type shit. Just you know what I mean. Understand that he just doesn't just work there.
Yeah, I'll just work at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I'm just
But I
clarifying.
be honest, the way I'm moving, I get more hours at Pizza Hut than I do in the military. So really, which one my full time job?
Hey,
Like so,
you don't know who's watching this or listening to this, man. They
hey,
might
brother,
they might crack down on you. Like, oh, okay,
you
you
right,
want to
you
be
right.
here longer?
I forgot.
All right.
Hey, you global, you worldwide, bro. I gotta stop.
Man,
You right, you
right.
right. I'll try to be like, hey, if y'all don't know this man, I want to be like him when I get older. I ain't gonna put too much details out, but this the guy right here.
Nope. I'm
When
just
you
me,
want to be a
baby.
boss, get in with Rob.
Man, get out of here. Anywho, was so like last week and like the week before that, I was out to sea on the Florida. Shit was
Mhm.
terrible, dog.
I
Terrible.
believe it.
So I wasn't even like attached to the command. I was attached to like the bigger entity. We were there to inspect them. And we did like 4 days straight of like GQs and shit like that. And I was a part of the inspection team, making sure they're able to do whatever. Fool, that shit, after that, those 11 days or 12 days, I made up my mind, fool, it's time. Yeah.
You out, bro?
Yeah, it's time, dog. Fool, I was missing my family so bad, bro.
Bro, that's crazy because I was telling Talia, if y'all don't know, Talia's my wife. I was
Yeah.
telling Talia, I was like, he don't know if he getting out or not. And I was like, he's gonna stay in because he made chief. She said she didn't know. She's like, what if he misses family? So I was like, nah, he gonna be all right. So for him to be getting out right now is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fool.
Because you've been here before. I think it's just different. It's kind of hard for me to understand because you've been here before in situations where you've been underway. You've been away from your
Yeah.
family. So for you to say that you're getting out because of that now, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, wow, like what changed your mindset now all of a sudden?
So like I mean, it was easy for me for like the first 4 days. So we didn't do the GQs till like the last 4 days of underway. So then, like the first few days, it was just like I was on my own schedule. Fool, I was literally waking up, going to eat, going to work out, showering, getting on the phone, talking to fam with the Wi-Fi, going to sleep. And then it was just like the fact that I was away from them. I don't know, dog. It was just I think I'm at a point in my life like, fool, I've been there, done that, man. 21
Hmm.
years. Like, I don't got nothing left to prove. There's nothing else for me, dog. And
Yeah,
I'm tired, dog.
that's the number one reason I'm getting out, man. I can't. I done had that. I done got a child, so just with me talking to older cats like you and other people and everything, just knowing that
Yeah,
like everybody loves to say their biggest regret is being away from their kids or not being in their kids' life. So I'm one of those young people that take heed to that. I'm not one of the
yeah,
ones that be like, I hear you, but nah, I'm trying to chase this bag. You know, I need to.
yeah,
I rather be in my daughter's life than not be in her life because I'm trying to chase money. My real dad wasn't in my life, and I think, and I told you this before.
yeah,
Me getting out is a scary but a serious thing for me because by any means I want to be in my daughter's life. I think me and Rob went on a couple of underways and I was sick, bro. I was
yeah.
sick without my daughter. She was newly born and everything, and that told me right there, like, I'm not doing this. This is over with. So I'm ready to get out. I got a year and some change.
Yeah, I actually gotta do my extension. I'm extending to the end of the year because if I didn't extend to the end of the year, then I would be done in April in like a month or two.
Mm,
And it's just like I need more time to prepare myself to get out. So it's gonna be
yeah.
towards the end of the year in fall or winter time. So we'll see. But but yeah, man. So with that being said, this leads me to my first topic. So I don't know how current you are with current events or whatever, but Iraq passed a new law. This is gonna upset you. I already know. I just knowing how you are. This is gonna upset you. So Iraq passed a new law of the minimum age in regards to the opposite sex getting married. So Iraq passed a law to where now men can marry girls at the age of 9. Yeah.
You know, it don't surprise me. It don't surprise me because I seen this. It's funny you brought this up. I seen this video, not, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and it was on TikTok. And a guy was walking around, like just walking around regular, and was asking
Yeah.
people, "What's a legal? Like, what if you can make an age legal to marry a child? What age would it be? Women and men,
Mhm.
8, 9. One said 5, and I mean, it was
What?
serious. And this is no joke. Was serious. And this guy, like, I forgot the name of his page, but his whole page was like exposing people, like, but it just shows you the mindset of people, like. That's okay, but back in the days, they used to do that though. The
Yeah.
fathers used to sell their daughters back in the, like, way back in the days. They used to sell their
Yeah.
daughters at a young age.
Which is
So it's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, fool. But there's like so with the Iraq's parliament passed the amendment, but there's like caveats to it. So in regards to like the type of Muslim you choose over there, whether it's Sunni or Shia, it determines the minimum age of your daughter's marriage consent. So for Shia Muslims, the legal age for girls to marry is 9, while Sunni is 15. But that's at the discretion of the parents. So ultimately, it's up to the parents if they want to allow their daughters to be passed on or sold or married or whatever, which is
That's crazy.
crazy, fool.
For them to even make a law like this is crazy. That lets you know how many people have been talking about this over there in Iraq. This couldn't have just been something they just came up with. They had to been like, hey, we want this, and finally they're
Yeah,
pushing it through. That's what it had to be.
yeah. I think it was. So I seen something where it said the law used to be that it used to be like a custom in their culture, but in 1959 it was changed to age 18. So they were talking about changing it back, in which they did. And there was a survivor who went through that, and she was sold. She's 47 now, but oh no, she was sold at the age of 11 to a man who was 47, and her father gave consent. The mother didn't, and you know, in those countries, the man's consent holds more weight. So the father greenlighted it because of financial struggles and the cost of her education. So he received 9,000 €171 for his daughter, which he used to buy a new taxi. It's just like, what?
But how deep can we get on this podcast? Can we get deep on this podcast?
Yeah, we can go.
I mean, is this not like? Let's be real. This is nothing new. This is.
You're
I
right.
mean, the industry is doing this every day. I mean, let's be real. You know, this is what they're doing in the industry. I ain't gonna name names or anything, but them big time artists and stuff, they're marrying and not marrying, but they're messing around with, kids,
Yeah.
younger girls and everything. Like they're
Yep.
triple their age. So
Yeah.
this is nothing that's new. I think it's just now everybody is making a big deal about it because they're making it legal in certain places.
Yeah.
But it's something that's been going on. It's just that everybody's like trying to close an eye to it. But
Yeah.
it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. I think it's just shocking that they made it legal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's a shocking thing. But it's nothing that's like, wow, really? It's more like it's like this is nothing new. It's just they've been
Yeah.
hiding it and now it's starting to come to light. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's crazy, man. This world is crazy.
Dead ass, fool. Dead ass. And it's like you said, it's been going on because
Mm-hmm.
my issue has always been with like celebrities. Like celebrities, or they say you're a pedophile, you talk to this person, you're so and so age and she's a teenager or whatever. But if a certain celebrity dates a certain celebrity who's a teenager, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, for example, Igo was dating the Jenner chick, Kylie Jenner or whatever, and she was like 15 or 16. Homie was like 20. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, she's still in high school, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? Certified lover boy, certified, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's up, bro? And then it's like the other day I was watching something. Fool, Bill Belichick. You seen Bill Belichick
Yeah.
and his girl, bro?
Snoop Dogg, the one Snoop, isn't that the one Snoop Dogg had called out?
Yeah.
And he was like, he dating. He said that his girl wasn't even born yet or
Yep.
something like that. I forgot what he said, but
Yep.
it's crazy. But
Shit
everybody
like
they
that.
put the camera on him, and everybody's just sitting beside him like it's normal. You know that's
Yeah.
a normal thing. Like, what is he doing with her? Like, what is she doing with him? Like,
Fool.
it makes it like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? Like, you're obviously with this man because you're hoping he dies soon or something, and you get money. That's literally what it
Exactly.
is. Because what is he doing with you? Y'all can't
Exactly.
be doing no, sex. I know you're not having sex with this guy. So it's like,
But
what
she
are we
is.
really doing?
Yeah. And I said the same thing because it's like, I know using Bill Belichick and his girl isn't the same because they're both adults, whatever. But it's in the same sense, it's like, fool could be her grandfather type shit.
Great grandfather.
You know what I'm saying? So then it's like you said, women, that there's no way that woman is attracted to Bill Belichick.
No way.
If that fool wasn't Bill Belichick, the coach, then he'd be Bob or fucking on the street or whatever the fuck. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So our society, fool, I've talked about this on a couple of episodes, man. Our society is ass, fool, because of shit
Bro, it's
like
fried.
this.
We're fried, bro. It's over, bro. It's so much going on, and it's so much that done came to light since last year. It's just so much that's just coming to light. It's not even, bro. But y'all don't realize, like, this is not like, oh, this is a podcast, so we're gonna talk about this. We talked about this even in person, like on the strip and everything. This is an everyday conversation for people that's in the military, underway, and everything. We're having a normal conversation as if we was face to face. This is nothing new.
Exactly.
But this world is just crazy, bro. And like I said, there's so much coming to light now, bro. Even like with the Diddy situation.
Speak on it.
Man, bro. Did you see the video with this man riding a motorcycle in jail? Bro,
I was like, okay,
what are we doing?
Bossing in there, dog.
Like, bro, this man is living his best life, bro. Do you really think Diddy's gonna get touched? Do you really think I don't even really think he's locked up, because if you see the video, he was the only one in that prison.
Yeah.
Like, he was the only one, but they say, I seen a comment that said that, celebrities, they get their own little block or whatever, which I understand, but
yeah,
a motorcycle, bro?
Yeah, no, for real. Like, this fool was in there doing donuts and shit. I was like, yo, what the fuck? He doing laps and shit. Like, what in the hell, dog?
What?
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't know, man. And it's every day. It's like something. It's always something. Like, for example, did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday?
I know. I knew you was gonna break it up.
You already know. I was gonna save that. I was gonna say that for later, but you watched it. I just want to know you watched it. Okay,
I watched it.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So something that was overshadowed by the Super Bowl was, so the president was flying over the Gulf of America and he signed the executive order to change the name from Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. And the thought behind it is, since he was doing that, he did it that day and he made it Gulf of America Day, February 9th. He made it that day. He did it that day because he knew what was going on with the Super Bowl. So he was kind of being slick with it. So that way people were
Mm-hmm.
kind of like
It
not paying
distracted.
attention. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's just like dumb shit like that. So to me, it's like, yeah, all right, boom, executive order. Now it's the Gulf of America. So the Coast Guard was using it that day. Oh yeah, now we're in the Gulf of America. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Mexico is like, the president came out and she was like, I'm ignoring this dumb shit. Okay,
Yeah.
yo, you want to do that? Then I'm gonna call United States Mexican America and shit like that. So now he's causing this whole uproar, fool. But
So
it's just
how do you feel about Trump? Are you a Trump supporter?
no. I'm not,
You're not.
so I'm not like political, dog. Like
Yeah.
I'm not. If it's anything that, so my point of view is, I'm in my lane. You know what I mean? And I'm just doing my thing, providing for my family. You know what I'm saying? Whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. If it impacts me in some kind of way or my family, okay, then I'm going to look into it and it's going to be an issue, whatever. I'm not one to be like, oh, yeah, he's got some good shit. Oh, she's got some good shit. Who am I voting for type shit? I'm not that type of person. Did I
Yeah.
vote this year? No, because I wasn't going to vote for neither one of them candidates because there wasn't one that I was like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this and this. So I'm one that's like, okay, you didn't vote, you got no say, don't complain about shit. Which
Yeah.
I haven't been complaining about shit, but it's just like I'm speaking my mind, and it's just like, yo, you're doing dumb shit, bro. But you know what I mean, there's some
Yeah.
shit that he said that I've been like, okay, that sounds interesting. We'll see what happens, whatever, whatever. But I don't know. I'm just a realist when it comes to all that shit.
Well, I personally didn't vote. I usually don't vote. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I am a Trump supporter.
Okay.
But I usually don't vote. I didn't vote this year or
Yeah.
last year, whatever. But I was going for Trump. I mean, I don't feel like our votes really, mean anything anyway. I think they got it rigged. But that's just my opinion. That's why I don't
Yeah.
vote. Uh, like I tell everybody, when people hear that you're a Trump supporter or whatever, they get all mad or whatever. I tell everybody the same thing. Whether you vote for Trump or whatever other president, it's gonna be things that they do that you're gonna like. It's gonna be
Yeah.
things that they do that you don't like. It doesn't matter who you vote for. It's
Right.
gonna be that way regardless. I think it's just one of them things, whichever one suits you more, or it sounds the best to you.
Yeah.
But he has been doing some wild stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Oh,
but he has also been doing some positive stuff that I've seen
yeah.
that's gonna impact us in a positive way in the future, hopefully. But it's back and forth.
I mean, to me, it's just like I see homie. He at the end of the day, homie's a businessman and has
For sure.
always been a businessman.
For
So he
sure.
comes in sitting in this seat with the businessman mentality and that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a lot of people who have been in politics for years may not understand what he's saying, and it's just like, yo, that's never going to work. Blah, blah, blah. What are you
Yeah.
doing? But it's just like he should, for someone who's never been in politics before, he should take their advice into account. Like this fool, you got Elon Musk running amok right now, bro.
Bro, listen, I don't agree with that. He
What?
is, bro.
Yeah, like Elon Musk is running amok, like just doing
I feel like he's the
crazy
president.
shit.
I feel like Elon is the president. The
And
way everything's going.
that's crazy you said that because my wife and I were talking earlier or last night, and I was like, on some real shit, he's empowering Elon. Elon is running around like he's the fucking ruler of this goddamn country, and that's to me, that's his underlying motive behind everything. This fool ultimately wants to be the one in charge, the president.
But see,
So he's over
what I
here.
think, what I think is going on is, I feel like Trump is setting him up to take his spot when he get out of office.
That's crazy. I don't
I
even
think
think
that's,
that
if you
fool.
really think about it, because it's like one of those things where Elon. I mean, think about it. Elon has a good placement. He's basically the president. If you want to be real, Elon is the president. So once Trump is done, they're going to need somebody in that office that's going to continue what Trump is doing. Elon, he's already trained them up. Elon can easily say, I've been with Trump the whole time. Why wouldn't I be the next president? That's,
Yeah.
if you think about it, Elon is going to be the next president. Watch, they're setting him up for it, and we're going to be screwed. I'm telling you, mark my words.
Hey, I just live here, dog. Yeah, man. I just live here. If man, as long as it ain't affecting me or my fucking family, whatever, bro.
Yeah,
Like I'm,
yeah.
I'm saying I'm just making moves and shit, but I just live here, dog.
But we getting that raise soon though in
Hey,
April.
man. Yeah. Every
Yeah.
year. So every year the Republicans are in. So that's the plus for the military. I mean, when the
Mm-hmm.
Republicans in office, we always get a raise every year. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but fucking fool, you said so. You had posted something the other day when you were just kind of venting, and it was in regards to like there's so many ways to get money out here. I don't understand why people aren't or some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Did you like that? Did you like that? I don't
Oh
remember seeing
yeah,
your thing.
100%.
Okay, I had to
You know
make
why?
sure.
100% because fool, I say that shit all the time. So when I see like motherfuckers on the street asking for cheese or whatever, I'm always in the car and I tell my wife, I was like, yo, fool, you can work at Chick-fil-A and start off at like $16 an hour, homeboy. Like, I'm not gonna give you my cheese. Like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
So
So with that being said,
go ahead.
for Costco, they just upped their hourly rate
33.
full.
33.
You know what I'm saying?
33.
So it's like makes me want to go apply, give me a little second job at Costco.
I
You
just
know
told
what I
her.
mean?
I just told Talia that. I said, well, we were just talking about that today. I was like, you see, they going up to 33,
An hour, dog.
bro.
Crazy.
It's insane. It's funny that you brought that up because that I seen a video. It made me say that was because I seen this video and it made me so mad. It was a guy. He was regular. I think about my age. He was like a youngin. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
young no more, but he was a youngin, and
Yeah.
he was dressing up like a hobo. Like he was dressing up like a homeless person, and he was literally going out. And he was saying he was bringing home. I think he said at least a week. It was over $9,000 to $10,000.
That's hell nah, bro.
And he was like, and he would go home to a mansion. Like he had a nice, bro. He was making such good money
Yeah.
from faking like he was poor. I think he had Hellcats, track car. He had it all. In the comments, they blowing him up. Man, what you doing? What you doing? He was like, so they can do it, but I can't. But it was like one of those things where it's like, okay, now you just manipulating because I'm known for giving money. If I see a homeless person, I kind of judge it though. I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes you can tell. I feel like sometimes
Definitely.
somebody just playing when they be having on a fake uniform and stuff. I know you're lying. You're not.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you money, but I'm a big advocate of giving money. But when I seen that video, it made me mad because it's like, why are you going that route?
Yeah.
They're working hard for our money, but you just stand on the street with a sign and you making 10,000 a week like it's nothing.
Yeah. That's
So
crazy.
that's what made me when I posted that. That's what made me put that quote down there. But it's also from a song too. But it made me put that quote down there because it's just, man, like you said, you can work at McDonald's. McDonald's making way more than minimum wage right now.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like homeless people, man. I feel like some people are actually homeless and their disability is stopping them from being able to work or whatever. But a lot of people homeless and they not, it's just because they just want to be homeless. They don't want
Yeah.
to work for what what I'm saying? They make a lot of money out there. One guy, I gave him, I think, $5. This man turned around and put a wad out of his pocket and added it to the
Hell
collection.
nah. Hell
But it's
nah,
like,
bro.
what can you say? Because you're supposed to be doing it from the heart.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can you
That's true.
say?
That's true. And that's crazy because growing up, there was like so growing up at the crib in Cali, we had a lot of like homeless cats or whatever. And they did like a news thing where they went undercover and they were following some cats. And there was this one cat, I remember I would see this fool all the time when me and my moms used to go to like the grocery store. And they followed this cat to the crib, and this fool lived in a big ass house and was good. And they found out that homie was faking the funk just to collect cheese. So to hear motherfuckers are still doing that shit is crazy, fool. Let me find
But
out,
is it?
dog.
But then it's like, it's kind of genius. It's like what I'm saying. It's like I hate to say it. I hate to say it, brother. But it's like that's genius, bro. It's genius. The man said.
That shit is crazy, dog.
But the man said I sit outside 5 hours a day. That's it. And I was like, look at
So
my
what
closet.
he rolling around in the dirt and shit, and then fucking standing up there?
Man, I don't know what he doing. I see they showed a video of him actually do it. His clothes were dirty. He looked like a hobo. I mean, Black guy, of course.
Yeah. Damn. Fucking
But yeah,
culture. Well, in that case,
crazy.
salute to him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, get your hustle.
I'm kidding, yo. I'm fucking kidding, yo. But shit, man, fuck. Dog. Oh man, that just infuriates me because it's like, well, especially like nowadays, like inflation is real, homie,
Mm.
and it's just like motherfuckers don't want to. Money is tight for a lot of motherfuckers, even motherfuckers who get money. You know what I'm saying? Like money is tight. So then for somebody to, out of the kindness of their heart, to be like, yo, I'm saying you needed more than me, just to find out that homie is just like, he's good. It's like, man, yo, what the fuck, bro? I wish I would have seen somebody pull a wad out. I would have been like, yo, what? Let me put this shit in park real quick, bro. Give me my shit, dog.
Bro, let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Speaking of inflation, what how do you feel about it? Because I remember one day me and you was talking, and I've had a second job since when I first got in the military, only because I like extra money. I like having nice stuff. So it wasn't because I needed the second job. It was more like a just so I can have what I want and still live comfortably or whatever.
Yeah.
But now, bro, it's getting to a point now. I remember I was talking to you about it one day, like where, bro, this second job is more like a I need type of thing. And I think we did our taxes last year, and I make, if not over, almost, 100, a year, 100,000 a year. It's like, where's all this money going?
Full.
And going to the store, going to the grocery store, and you spending $100, $200, and your whole cart ain't even full.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about that, and I was like, inflation getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like last year was bad, but it's still going up. It ain't plateaued yet.
Yeah.
So, and then they was talking about that bill that Trump had passed, where he was talking about, I guess people can fire you if they want to. It's like you, what, I forgot how it go. What they say?
You talking about the federal jobs?
Is it just federal jobs though?
Yes. So remember how I used to work at the gym or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
So I stopped working there after I put on or whatever. And then they hired this new dude, like the new manager or whatever. And he's like, oh, I just want to double check, make sure you done or whatever. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time. I'm about to go on these underways, whatever. Woo. He's like, all right, cool. Can you shoot me a letter of resignation? I was like, yeah, I got you. So I waited too late to do the shit. So I sent it last week, and January 28th or something, Trump wrote the executive order for all federal employees to be, there's either a thing to where it's like, I don't know, like verbatim what it says.
Mm-hmm.
It's the company can either say, fuck that, no, you're still on, we're not letting you go. Or you can, if you resign in the window or whatever, then it's up to the company to let you go or not. So now homie replied to me with this email, and it sent me all that information in regards to the Trump thing. So now I got to go onto this website, this federal website, and do all this shit for resignation. And if I don't, then it's either they can fire me and not give me anything, or they can just be like, all right, cool, you're good to go. No benefits, which for me, it doesn't, I don't give a fuck because I didn't, that was just me trying to get my foot in the door with some gym shit.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who are like actual federal employees now, in order for them to resign, I think, does Pizza Hut fall under that since it's on base and shit?
Yeah, we every time military get raised, we get a raise at Pizza Hut.
Yeah. So now
nobody out pieces the fucking hut. But go ahead.
God. I mean, that's why it's my favorite pizza spot. But yeah, now you can't just quit. You gotta it's
That's
up
crazy.
to the company. So if you wanna stop at Pizza Hut, you gotta fill out the form, whatever. And Pizza Hut's like, nah, nope. Then they can just keep you there. It's like, yo, what the fuck?
But how does that work? Because if I just say I'm not coming back, then what?
Well, I have no idea, Doug. I have no idea.
I think we need to do some more research. I don't think we got all the. Don't quote us, y'all. Don't quote.
No, yeah, never. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, because if I just don't come back, then what? Y'all gonna send me to jail? Then it's really gonna be nobody out pieces the hut.
It's gonna be reparations. Like, you ain't out pizza eating us up. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I think it's crazy, man. Trump saying things about to start going down. So, I mean,
well, I know one of his major things was battling the inflation, and you know what I'm saying, that was one of his major fucking points of that what he was gonna do during this term. So we'll see what happens because inflation is a real thing. And for me personally, when I go grocery shopping, I'm spending like $400
bro.
every fucking time, bro. And yeah, and I go like twice a month. So it's just like, yeah,
We go once a month and once a month and make it stretch.
yeah,
Hey, bro, I'm not going twice a month. I think we went today and we
yeah, I
went to
gotta go.
Ross, bro. Went to Ross, $300, bro.
Yeah,
Ross, Ross is supposed to be a cheap place. $300, bro. Like, what are we doing? So,
hey, yeah. Now you really have to be like smart with your money because like
mm,
for us, my household, we make you make money now when you do your taxes and you
and
owe
you owe.
taxes. Yeah,
Yep, yep,
so that's
yep,
why we don't even look forward to tax season anymore because it's like fuck, we pay now. It's like fuck,
yep.
yeah, it's like like fuck, bro. So like now it's just we can't. I mean, we can, but it's just like I'm a lot smarter when it comes to the finances and shit. And I try not to be as frivolous with it because full eggs are going to be like $20 here coming up soon,
Bro,
bro. Like,
bro.
what the fuck? And we crush eggs in this house, dog. So it's just things like that. And then the tariffs that fucking Trump is doing, nothing is going to be able to be coming from fucking China and shit like that. Everything's going to be homegrown, which is cool. So a lot of stuff that's imported or exported, that's going away. So it's just
I mean, I feel like I know Trump is I know he cutting out money in a lot of places that our money is going out to. He's cutting it out. So I feel like it's gonna get better. I say give it a year and
yeah,
a half. I feel like we're gonna start seeing things go down. He already said he wants gas to go down in inflation period. So but he's already shutting things down. Like the money we're giving out and all that, he already shut that down. He's going through and looking at individual things that money is going out to from
yeah,
us, from like our state or whatever, and he's cutting it out. Like he's making it obsolete. So I can see it changing. I just don't know how long it's gonna take. But I could definitely see things changing. But then it's like, okay, so if stuff start getting going cheaper or becoming cheaper in stores, does that mean pay start going down? You know what I'm saying? Because it's never
yeah.
the government never does anything for our benefit. Even though they make it seem like they do,
Oh yeah,
I feel like
never.
it's never even when they raised up minimum wage. What happened? Everything in the stores raised. You know, so it's never anything for our benefits, like taxes. They said Trump's trying to make it to where we don't owe, like we don't give out taxes when we get our checks or whatever. But
Hmm.
but he's still taking a little bit out of something like that. But it was something that they were showing that is going to affect, that's going to be against us, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like it shows just basically whatever they do for us is always something hidden that we don't know
Oh,
in the
definitely.
background.
Yeah, definitely. It's just simple economics, fucking
Yeah.
supply and demand. When
Mm-hmm.
people want more, then more is going to be made. But in order for more to be made, you have to pay for it. There's
Mm-hmm.
supplies and shit like that. Disney Plus lost what 700 or 18 million subscribers because their prices keep going up, and that's something that pisses me off too. Because like YouTube, I got all them shits.
Yeah.
So fucking, I remember that shit used to be $50, and then Disney Plus used to be like $5. That shit is like $18, and YouTube TV is like fucking $90 now.
Netflix next. I'm gonna
That's
cut
what I'm
Netflix
saying.
off.
Yeah, Netflix keeps going up every year, so it's just like, yo, what the fuck, bro? But
Mm-hmm.
then you got to think about it's economics. They're getting more shit exclusive to them. You know what I mean? They're just trying to keep up with competitors, so it's just like it is what it is. But fuck, I'm about to go back to living like the '90s and read books and not fucking do nothing. You know what I'm saying? About to play outside and
I think
shit.
I didn't the Disney Plus and our Hulu. I didn't got rid of all them. I think we just stuck with the Netflix.
Yeah,
But we got that Fire Stick. You
yeah.
know, we good. But Netflix, I feel like it's a necessity. Sometimes I be missing that Hulu and Tubi.
Tubi,
We
the
we we
sheen
trying
of
to.
fucking streaming fucking services.
Hey man, I'm telling you, we need to make a movie, bro. I think we need. I would do it,
Dead ass. So there's a
bro.
movie on Tubi that my homie is in.
For real.
Yeah, like I
I
had him
feel like
on
we should
here.
make one. I think that should be hard, bro. We get the right people, like a comedian, a
Dead
movie.
ass. And then like my wife and I, we watch all them terrible movies, like the B-rated, C-rated movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I sit there and I'm like, yo, I can do that, bro. Like, yo, what the fuck? I can do that better than that motherfucker can. Like, get out
I
of
mean,
here, homie.
and I feel like there's nothing wrong. I think I seen a post where somebody was like, a woman was like, "This guy asked me to be on his Tubi movie," and I was like,
Yeah.
well, "Do I look like I do a movie on Tubi?" And in my head, I'm thinking,
My
"What?" And then that's when Megan Good, you seen that with Megan Good's sister?
Yeah.
Did a movie, her first movie on Tubi.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see the movie.
Yeah, bro. She did a movie on Tubi. Her first movie ever. Megan Good's
That's
sister.
what's up.
I was like, yeah, we finna get famous, man. We finna go and do some Tubi stuff.
Full. And they in the A. Tubi, a lot of that shit comes from the A. Because my homie, he got out the Navy and he lives in the A. And I had him on.
Shout out today.
The homie, little homies from the A, by the way, y'all.
Shout out today.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking, he lives in the A, and he was like, "Yo," I was like, "I'm in the movie," because he's like a comedian. He does like shit like that, and he's like, he writes. He's like, "Yeah, I'm in a Tubi movie." I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" So I watched it. Homie ain't got no lines, but
he just in that motherfucker.
Yeah, he in that bitch. I was like, "Where you at?" He's like, "Yo, I'm one of the bouncers or whatever," and I was like, "You a bouncer, bro?" So fucking, so they in the club and shit. And homie standing there or whatever. And then I was like, oh shit, there you go right there. And then they get on a stage and then all the bouncers come on stage and he's standing there and then the actor daps him up and shit. And it was a weird dap up and he's just like, I was like, man, look at my man right there, bro.
Hey, you got to start solo.
Dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vern, man, my man. You know what I mean? But yeah, dog. We can do that 2B shit, dog.
Yeah, I do.
Holla at us, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like, hey, we'll make y'all some good stuff, man.
Dead ass. If they only knew, bro. If they only fucking knew.
Nah, for real.
But shit, man, what you think of that Super Bowl last night? You watched the game?
Now, I put my money on the Eagles, so I won. Yeah. I won some money yesterday.
Okay.
You talking about the game itself or the halftime?
Yeah, no, we're talking about the game first.
The game, you know what? I kind of figured it was going to, I didn't think it was going to be a blowout, but I knew the Eagles was going to win because of what they did the last game. They blew them out. So I kind of figured it was going to go their way. Now, Mahomes wasn't supposed to be fumbling like that. He made me lose on some quick bets that I had because he kept on throwing interceptions.
Good. I don't like the Chiefs, bro. Go ahead.
I hate him, bro. I hate him and I hate the Chiefs, bro. I really was like one of them haters that did not want him to get 3 in a row.
Yeah.
I was really big on that. Like, I didn't want him to win.
Me too.
Shout out to Alabama. You know, I needed Hurst to win, though. And Smith.
Yeah. Big Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? It's the latter end. You know what I'm saying? Alabama gave him up, so he's Oklahoma now. You know what I'm saying? Monte's Alabama.
You see what you said? We gave him up. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Massa gave him up and shit. You know
what you think about the game?
So, well, I like the game, bro. Because one, I do not like the Chiefs, bro. I was not all about the fucking 3-peat. I gave 2 shits about that shit. I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Them fools smashed them dudes, man.
Massacre.
So, damn, they destroyed them fools. And like the score was like 22-40. That score was 6-40. I don't give a fuck about them last 2 desperation touchdowns. That shit was 40-6. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers.
They let them have them other 2.
Yeah, dead ass fool. Like they had the backup quarterback in. Like them fools didn't get they got 1 first down in the first half. They didn't get past their own 40. Them fools dominated. Them fools didn't blitz 1 time. The whole game, bro.
That game was crazy. That game was a shocker.
Yeah, it was though. Because no one expected that shit to happen. And then it's like, fool D-Hop, you know what I'm saying? DeAndre Hopkins, you know what I'm saying? Everybody fuck with D-Hop. That fool had the audacity to complain about the officiating, bro. It's like, fool, you play for the Chiefs, dog. If anybody gets any fucking leeway with officiating, it's the Chiefs, dog. Everybody knows that shit. So
they like the Patriots back in the day. Like the Patriots back in the day.
Yeah, my wife, she brought that to perspective. She's like, the Chiefs are the modern day Patriots. Them fools will go to the Super Bowl every fucking year. And I was like, yo, I'm tired of seeing these motherfuckers, bro. They showed Taylor Swift 1 time, and they didn't show her again.
Oh, I can't stand her. Oh, I can't stand her, bro. You ever just see somebody be like,
yeah, all the time. God. All the time, fool.
Hyped up for no reason, bro. Ugh, I just can't stand her.
So I don't fuck with her, but I fucked with her at the Grammys because when they were playing that Kendrick shit and she had that champagne glass up and she was like, let's go.
Yeah.
That's the only time I fuck with Taylor. I was like, all right.
Speaking of Kendrick.
Yeah.
I already know. I know you like the halftime, so I know you did.
I loved it, dog. I fucking loved it, homie. I loved it, bro. So you must not have.
No, I loved it.
Okay.
I loved it. I was just thinking about all the hate that he's been getting.
Full. Tell me about it, bro. Let's talk about it, dog. Let's talk about it.
It's crazy, bro. I seen even one of my homies, my close homies, he posted on Instagram. He was like, Lil Wayne would have did so much better. Oh my God. Like they would, because you know Kendrick took Lil Wayne's spot. You know, because Lil Wayne was supposed to be doing the Super Bowl or whatever. And Lil Wayne was crying about everything. Shout out to Lil Wayne. He
Yeah,
is
that
up
ass.
there. But
Of course.
I but he posted up something on Instagram. He was like, Lil Wayne would have did better. Kendrick has to learn. Basically, he was saying Kendrick was not ready for that type of spotlight. And then he was saying Kendrick has a lot to learn when it comes to impressing a crowd that big and that major. He was like, it was just a basic Super Bowl halftime. But in my eyes, I thought it was tough.
Me too.
I thought it was good. I think he did his thing on there, and I love the part where they had the people coming out the car and everything. I love everything about it. I really think that he did his thing, and I don't think Lil Wayne would have been able to personally beat that. I ain't gonna say he couldn't, because it's Lil Wayne. I love Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I think Lil Wayne is better than Kendrick. I think Lil Wayne's better than Kendrick, but I think that Kendrick, in this moment of where he's at in his career, he was the best person for that spot.
Yeah, of course. Like to me, it was only right that he got the spot coming off the year he had last year. No one else should have been in that spot. Nobody. Like, this fool had a crazy 24, and then he took down like the top artists of the past couple years, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know he's not about no big three, but the top three artists was Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick. And,
5 Grammys.
You know what I'm saying? So then it's just like, this fool took down Drake single-handedly by himself, took him down. So why would he not have the Super Bowl? And then my thing is, everyone keeps saying Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne. Oh, they're in New Orleans. Fool, they were in New Orleans a few years ago. Or Beyonce or whoever the fuck performed. Y'all motherfuckers weren't saying shit about no Lil Wayne.
You know, it was literally just because Lil Wayne he was crying about it. He was crying about it. Which, now, granted, I feel like nobody truly knows the true story. Only thing we have to go off of is what Lil Wayne said, because Kendrick ain't speak on it. You know, Kendrick ain't say nothing on it. He didn't say his side. So all we had to go off of is what Lil Wayne said, which Lil Wayne said that they basically got rid of him and gave it to Kendrick. But it's always two sides in the truth. You know what I'm saying? But because Lil Wayne was on the internet crying about it, and he kept doing it over and over every time he got on the internet, I felt like everybody sympathized with him, because it's like, you're the GOAT. Like, he is the GOAT. Like, he's one of the greatest. Now, he's not the greatest, but he's one of the greatest. And for him to lose his spot like that, I feel like a lot of people was just more sympathetic with him. I feel like if Kendrick was to be on the social media defending himself, I feel like it would have been more on Kendrick's side than Lil Wayne. But when you got one person sitting there saying, you know, oh, this, and that, and the crowd, I mean, if you only seeing one side of the story, you're going to always go with that side. So you're going to always feel like that person's right, the other person's wrong, if I ain't speaking on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what happened.
But my thing is, like, no one said Lil Wayne had the spot. They just announced it was in New Orleans, and people were just like, "Oh, they're in New Orleans. It should be Lil Wayne." Fool, y'all
said they had gave it to Lil Wayne.
But no one said that shit years ago when it was fucking. He didn't perform years ago when the Super Bowl was there. Fool, like when Tom Brady beat the Chiefs, that was in New Orleans. No one said shit about no Lil Wayne during the halftime show. Then motherfuckers want to be like, "Oh, the halftime show with Kendrick, that shit was boring." Y'all motherfuckers said the same shit last year with Usher. Y'all said that shit the year before with Rihanna. Like, what the fuck y'all motherfuckers want? You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
You know what I mean? It's like, what do y'all want? And then Kendrick is the only rapper to ever do it at a halftime show. Fool, there was messages. The whole performance was a message, bro. And like, people
subliminal messages.
Exactly. Like, the whole thing with Samuel L. Jackson and like the messages behind it is the whole conforming to America. Like, they're not understanding that part of it. That's why when Kendrick was like, yeah, this is more than rap. This is about, it's bigger or whatever. That's why the little lines that Samuel L. Jackson was having was just like, okay, this is okay. Yeah, you're good. Boom. That's the type of music we have. That's the type of music we got to do. Oh no, that's too ghetto. No. Oh yeah, you're on the stoop with your homies. Oh yeah, that's a good move. Deduct points, because mainstream white America doesn't like that shit. And that's that was the whole purpose of the performance. Like, motherfuckers aren't seeing that shit.
And that's crazy you said it, because there was another post that said y'all are so small minded and don't realize what just happened when he performed. But people need to understand is Kendrick has always been a subliminal message person. He's always been a one that's gonna have hidden messages up under his raps. People gotta listen to it 4 or 5 times, like, oh, I didn't even
Yep.
realize that was in there. So that's
Mm-hmm.
just who Kendrick is. That's what makes him so good at what he does.
Exactly.
Only a person that's not, up Drake's ass would be able to sit there and watch and see like, okay, this ain't this is not about Drake or anything else. He's actually trying to show the world something on a
Yeah.
big platform that everybody's able to see
Mm-hmm.
and look at.
Yep.
So I think he did great, bro.
So did I. Man, I thought that shit was fire. I was
Yeah.
watching it down here in the basement. We had that shit blasting. And fucking me and my daughters were watching it and we were just vibing out and shit. I thought that shit was fire.
Yeah, it was tough.
And then it's
It
like,
was tough.
well, it's simple shit. Like, for example, the part when they made the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Full Kendrick is in the middle, and people don't notice that that flag is split in half because we are divided as a fucking nation.
See, I ain't even peeped that.
See there? You know what I'm saying? And
I remember that. I remember it, but I ain't peeped that.
Exactly. So Kendrick is in the middle, and the flag is split because we're divided as a nation. We are not one. And that's what that represented. It's just simple shit like that. So motherfuckers are like, oh man, this shit is boring. Like, man, y'all motherfuckers are just dumb. Bro.
And then watch what's gonna happen is after a year or two, you know how they always go back and be like, y'all remember when this happened? Did y'all realize that it meant this? Then that's when it's gonna blow up and everything. But by then it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
It's gonna be too late.
I'm like, nah. Y'all were the motherfuckers talking shit.
They didn't like it.
Yeah. As soon as it ended, I got on social media and was in the comments, and it was just negative. Boring, negative. SZA saved the thing. I was like, how she save it? All she did was
don't even get me started with her.
You're not a SZA fan,
bro. You know what, bro? This whole industry is fried, bro. Like,
why is that?
Bro, it's just they all devil worshippers, bro. And I don't fool with them, bro. I got my own, myself, especially SZA. Yeah. I've learned I'm starting to drift away from a lot of things, bro. So that music stuff really mess with your spirit and stuff like that. And then I feel like they're showing us stuff right in front of our faces. You know, the stuff they're wearing, the things they're doing, like, that satanic stuff. Just like Will Smith's son wearing that
castle shit.
You know what that was?
No.
That was apparently it was like a mansion that they do witchcraft and stuff at. Like, but it's all subliminal and but it's so they say the best way to hide stuff from people is to do what? Put it right in front of their face. You put it in front of their face every day, they're gonna think it's normal. So I'm just trying to move different. I don't even drink no more.
Really?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Like
no. Hold on.
No.
Let me get it out, bro. Let me get it out.
You do that like I was a drunk.
Hold on, bro.
I ain't like that.
First off,
a sip a day will make the pain go away.
Hey, you know what I mean? So first off, wow. Secondly,
stop doing that. Stop doing that.
Proud of you, dad. You know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Proud of you. On some real shit, proud of you. Wow.
It ain't easy.
You know what? On some real shit, I contemplated like not drinking at all too, like at all. But there's like certain times where it's like, man, I want a little beverage or whatever. So I'll drink a beer or whatever. But then I've contemplated not drinking at all too.
It's hard. If you gonna do it, bro, you got to be dedicated. It's hard, bro. It is hard, and I've been drinking since middle school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and if y'all don't know me, man, I was a heavy drinker. Everybody that knows me, I drunk every day, all day. I was a complete drunk, so I couldn't function. It got so bad that I didn't know how it felt to be sober. If I was sober, I would be like antsy. Like I had to be drunk to be able to function. That's how bad it was. So like even now with me being sober, I'm still learning how to be sober. Like living my everyday life. So it's not easy. Like I'm still struggling, but it just shows you how much of a hold that it has on you. You know what I'm saying? So like even with vaping, when I quit vaping, you knew I quit vaping, right?
Yeah.
I quit vaping.
That's good.
I'm just trying to do better, man.
That's good, man. I'm proud of you. So what do you do personally? So how long have you been dry or whatever?
It's been a month and a half.
Okay. So you're newly fucking. Hey, that's good, man. Good shit. A month and a half is good shit. So what do you do when you get the urges for like wanting to sip on something or drink something? What do you do to mitigate yourself from actually doing it?
Well, I feel like your reasoning for stopping, you have to have a strong reason to stop. You can't just say, I'm gonna just stop, because you'll never stop. I feel like once you have, like, mine is, God driven. I know God has a purpose for me, and my purpose cannot have alcohol in it whatsoever. It has to be, and I've been told that God wants me to cut it out completely. And I've
Okay.
already known it, but I just, me being me,
Yeah.
devil kept on putting me in situations where I felt like I needed to drink. But every time I want to drink, like today, bro, I don't know what it was about today. I just had to have a drink today so bad. And every time I just think about God, like, I know what you have for me is way bigger, and you have me going through a test right now. So I feel like when it comes to quitting something, it has to be your reason for quitting has to be so strong that when you think about it, it's like, oh, I can't go back. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go back. Even vaping, I was fasting. I stopped vaping, and after that, I was like, "There's no need for me to go back now. God has already delivered me from this." So you have to have a strong reason. Most people they wait till it's too late. Your liver done gone bad, so now you gotta stop drinking, or your lungs are messed up, so now you gotta stop vaping. Or stuff like that. I didn't want it. Thank God he stopped me before I got to that point. But you have to have a strong foundation. Like anybody just say, "I'm gonna just quit."
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can quit, but you have no reason of quitting. It's like you have no. It'd be easier to go back. You got to have a strong foundation when it comes to quitting stuff like that. And mine is God.
Hell yeah, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that because I know a lot of people out there deal with something. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
wanting to quit something, whether it's drinking, smoking, biting their nails, or whatever the case may be. So
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I appreciate that, guy.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Yeah,
Be your
man.
slave,
Proud of you, dog. Proud of you. Fool, you ain't been on your TikTok as of late, bro. You know what I'm saying?
bro.
Well, you quitting?
I know. I didn't.
No,
I
no,
knew
no.
you was gonna bring
I
that
didn't say
up.
you quit.
I
I
knew
said,
you
are
was
you
going.
quitting?
I knew you was gonna bring that up. I knew you was gonna bring that up. I said he gonna bring up you not being on TikTok. Man, when I started my TikTok, bro, it got so bad that I was once again everything goes back to God. I'm in a different journey in my life.
Okay.
When I was doing TikTok, bro, I was so consumed with TikTok and its views, or I gotta have the views, like I need the views, or okay, what I'm gonna do today, or
Yeah.
it got because it's only so much you can do with shoes. My TikTok is based on shoes and stuff like that. It's only so much you can do with shoes. You got it. Then I was buying shoes that I didn't even care for.
Yeah.
I just wanted them just to do a view.
Hell
You know
no.
what I'm saying? And after a while, it's only so many shoes you can buy. You
Yeah.
know, shoes ain't dropping every day. So then it just got so consuming that I stopped going to church. I stopped talking to God. Like it was just, I was distracted, and it was literally the devil distracting me from what it was so easy for me to be distracted because I wanted to be just big, this big person, and the devil was distracting me. And I had to, I think I took a hiatus of like 2 weeks. I just didn't do no TikToks, and I felt so much better. And then when I came back, I was like, when I come back, I'm gonna just do TikToks on whatever I want to do TikToks on. I'm not gonna make it just shoe based. And then when I started doing that, I started getting more views. I started, getting more likes or whatever like that. And then I started putting God into it, and I started getting more views and likes, and my following started going up. I don't post every day now. I post when I want to. I didn't
Yeah.
let TikTok
Good.
brainwash me because you can get brainwashed from TikTok.
Definitely.
Just like these people buying TikTok phones that got TikTok on it for $25,000, like because they done deleted it off their phone. I got a guy at work that bought a phone for $2,000 literally last week because he deleted off his phone and somebody had it on there. It's $2,000.
Heck no, dog.
Yes, bro. We sat there and watched them, and that just shows you how much power these apps have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't allow yourself to get consumed with that stuff. I mean, I feel like being known and everything is good and cool and all, but if it's taken away from what you have your everyday life, then it's not good, bro.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I just post when I want to post, and you know if I want to post, I post. If I don't, I don't.
I hear that. I hear that. So did
I
you
seen you
take?
been posting though.
Not really.
Yeah, I seen you been posting though.
Cool. So I was gone for like 12 days, and then I think I posted once since I've been back.
What made you not post for 12 days?
I was out to sea.
Mm.
Yeah. And then like I came back and I was like, all right. I had ideas of like what to post and stuff for like the fashion one. And I was
Hmm.
like, it's still in my phone. I just whatever. But like I'm just really trying to focus on on my podcast stuff. But I don't know. Did you stop the TikTok thing when the ban came, or did you stop that before the ban?
Way before the ban.
Yeah.
I'm addicted to TikTok now. Don't get it twisted. I'm on TikTok scrolling forever. But the
Yeah.
posting everyday thing, I stopped that way before the TikTok ban. So the TikTok ban, it was like but I was still sick about it. But I had
Yeah.
stopped way before that.
Okay. Yeah, because I talked about it about like 2 episodes ago. I was like, yeah, The TikTok ban was like, all right, whatever. To me, it was just like, all right, yeah, all right, next app or whatever. My homie
What?
told me about like Red Note or some shit. So I
Bro, I
was
heard so
like,
many bad stuff about Red Note.
full. So my daughters were talking about it, and they're like, "Yeah, we looked into it." I was like, "Hell nah!" I was like,
Mm.
"That's straight up China. Like
Yeah.
everything was in Chinese. Like, yo, what the fuck?"
Hmm.
So then I was just like, "Yo, it is what it is." So then it went away, and I was just like, "All right." And then that shit came back, and it's just been like, "All right."
Well, they was saying
We,
on Red Note, they said on Red Note they was asking for personal information on Red Note, like just to get in or some stuff like that. So I was like, I seen some people that I follow on it, they was saying that, and it was like, we're not gonna do Red Note. So I was like,
yeah,
all right, I'm back on Instagram then.
yep, yeah. So then I was just like, "All right, well, TikTok's gone. Now I'm just gonna go straight to YouTube. Like, I just fuck with the YouTube Shorts and all that shit." So
And I got a YouTube.
yeah, you
I,
should
and I
do it.
literally was posting videos on YouTube and everything. I've been forgetting to post it on YouTube. I got a YouTube. I started it, and it actually started blowing up faster than my TikTok
Yeah,
was. But I just was inconsistent. I'm just inconsistent, bro. Like
yeah.
I work two jobs, and I got a family, so it's like I can't do it all the time. It was fun while it lasted, but when I post, I post when I.
Yeah, because people don't understand like the content creation. Like I salute them fools who like
Bro,
really do it because it's a chore. Like it's full fledged demands your attention to do the shit. So like being able to do it if you're not 100% with it, it's full. It's tasking and shit. This
yeah.
podcast shit is tasking. So I can only imagine trying to do content creation every day.
But see, and it's like, and you're right because my sister in law, which is my real sister, but my sister in law, she's like really big on YouTube. Like she's
Yeah,
big. She has a lot of she gets paid off YouTube and everything,
nice.
and on TikTok, she got a lot of followers on TikTok, but she barely posts stuff,
Mm,
So, and when I would tell her, I'd be like, girl, you know what I do with all them followers? I'd be straight, posting. She was like, it gets tiring. She was like, I don't
yeah,
want to do this every day. Like, she's one of the people that have a gift to post and, get a lot of likes and views and get a lot of followers, but she doesn't
yeah,
like do it because it's time consuming. When I started doing it, I was like, girl, you ain't lying. It's a lot that goes into this. But then it's like, what if you didn't have to work for the military?
yeah.
What if you didn't have to have a second job? What if this was your job?
Exactly.
Could you do it then?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And like, so a few years ago, my homie, I had like 3 years left in the military. I was like 17 years in or whatever. And my homie was like, "Yo, for the next 3 years, you should just go hard like on fucking your social media shit. And if you blow up, you blow up. If not, then you know what I'm saying just retire and then just chill or do whatever." But my
Mm,
thing is like, all right, if I wasn't doing this military thing and I can just wake up, do some content shit every day, I think I could do it. Cause it's like, fool, you're doing it at your own pace. You're
mm,
in your crib. You get to do whatever you want. So I think I could do it.
yeah.
So
And then
we'll
it's
see
something
what
you
happens.
like to do.
Exactly. Exactly. And yeah, I was talking to my wife about work today or whatever. And then when you gotta wake up in the morning and you're like, you know what I'm saying? Going to work, then it's just like, I mean, that's not something you want to do and shit.
Mm,
When motherfuckers are like, oh, yeah, yeah, you should do this, whatever, whatever. Like, that's not what I want to do.
yeah.
That's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're able to do something like content creation every day and that's something you have fun doing, then that's something you should pursue doing. And I don't know, we'll see what happens when it comes to me because
I
everybody's
mean,
like, what are you doing?
you know how much money they get though? Like if you
I
take it
know.
serious and say you do blow up or when you blow up, because I've been telling him to do this since we've been on the ship and he finally started to move with it. But when you blow up,
Yeah.
I mean, bro, that's big money.
Yeah.
That's big money.
Yeah. It's just for the consistency part of it is like,
But you got a lot going on though.
yeah, I
You got
know.
a lot. That's what it is. It's like now you're thinking about it. I promise you, once you retire, bro, and your daughter's already going to college and everything. So once you have less responsibility, it's gonna be way easier, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be way easier. You got too much going on, bro. You
Yeah.
just that's what it is. So it's like you're forcing this to happen because to squeeze it in this little time that you have to do it. So it makes it like, bro, I really don't want to do this. But
Yeah.
when you
That
got
is.
all this time in the world, it's gonna make it fun.
Yeah. Cause I know like with the podcast, fool, it's like, so when I do have time, like today, my daughter doesn't have practices or nothing, and then tomorrow, everything's shut down for like a snow day for us up here. So then when I have the free time, it's like, all right, cool, I got time to do the pod shit. But then it's like, damn, I want to play the game. I got to work out. You know what I mean? It's like fuck. You know what I'm saying? You got to find that motivation at the same time.
Yeah.
So like my thing is like, the convenience stuff is cool. Like it's in the crib, like the gym shit. Having your own gym, I can wake up any time of the day, work out, but then it's in your house. So then it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, lazy.
You know, exactly. So you still got to find that drive. But I think if I could do this shit every day, ooh, I would so do it. But then I would still struggle with the whole like motivation aspect just because I'm a human being.
I don't know. I feel like if you had a partner too,
yeah.
I feel like if you had a partner to do the podcast with, it'd be different.
Yeah.
Because he don't want to do it, you gonna push him, and vice versa.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah,
Maybe
it's always harder
probably
doing
get
it
a
by
partner.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure though. But shit, fool, I done had you on this mug for an hour, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to hold you up. You know what I mean? Before,
Dang, that's it?
well, yeah, it's an hour and 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, time flew.
Oh man. I thought we were gonna keep going. But that's all the questions you got? No more questions, brother?
I told you, you my co-host, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the co-host, we just talk. Like when I have a guest on, then it's like question. I want the person to actually like educate the listeners with whatever it is. What's it called? So like when you said the quitting the alcohol, the drinking thing, that was big. So I was like, I wanted you to expound on that shit.
Here you go doing that again. Here you go doing it. Listen, y'all, I don't drink like that. Don't let this man fool y'all, bro. I took a sip here and there. I almost lost my rank over it, but that's neither here nor there.
Hey, and from what I recall, he said he was drinking since he was what's it called. You got at me for making it seem like you were an alcoholic, but then you said
no.
You know what I'm saying?
I said I was around it. Y'all play it back. Y'all said I was around it.
Bad. These headphones, yeah. I gotta break them in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, brand new.
Shit, before we slide, man, you want to fucking plug yourself? You want them to check you out your TikTok? Go ahead, fool.
Nah, y'all good. No,
okay. Hey, and there you have it, folks. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Nah, man, y'all follow me on Instagram at let's hate Eli. I know that's a weird name. He'll put that at the bottom.
Yeah.
My TikTok, I honestly do not remember my TikTok name right now.
I'll put the handle and all that shit in the
I think it's Eli, something like that. _it's Eli. Yeah. Hey, y'all follow me if y'all want to see sneaker reviews. I do sneaker reviews. I have a lot of shoes, bro. I have a lot of shoes, so tune in for that. Yeah, we do fit checks, because I be putting it on. And cars, I do cars too, but that's on Instagram. That's not too much on TikTok and everything. I got it all, so y'all tune in, man. Follow me. And if y'all want to see me and Rod do another video, man, y'all let us know.
We're going to do one, regardless if they say yes or no. You know what I mean?
Said it, I'm hearing.
Yeah, that.
From your mouth to my ears.
Yeah, that. You know what I'm saying? Well, little bro, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. As always, you know what I'm saying? It's been a pleasure, my man. You know what I mean? Do better when it comes to communication. You know what I'm saying?
I had to beg you to come on today, but we ain't going to go there.
We ain't going to go there. You got it. Mate. You got it. Sure. You can have it. You can have it. Well,
thank you. That's all I ask.
With that being said, you know what I'm saying? This wraps up this episode. Until another episode, till the next episode, is on me, West Coast Ralph signing out. Yeah, that.
All right, y'all.
The YeahDat podcast.